Okay, so today we'll start from question number. Then question we'll start from question number 9 today. Okay, question number 13 is done. So we have completed question number 8 3 days ago. Okay, then look one thing. We are starting from question number 11. Is that okay? We are starting from question number 11. Class 10 math. Question number 11 and exercise number 6.5. Okay, so look at the question. An aeroplane was leaving an airport and flies due to north at a speed of 1000 km per hour. So this is our airport. From here, an aeroplane is flying due to north. So north is this direction upward. In this direction, a plane is flying with a speed 1000 km per hour. And at the same time, another aeroplane leaves the same airport and flies due to west. West means this direction with a speed what 1200 km per hour. And okay, how far apart will be two planes after 1.5 hours? So after 1.5 hours, let A is the position of the plane which is flying towards north, and let B is the position of the plane which is flying toward west, and let O is the airport. So we have to find the distance between the plane, means distance between the point A and point B. Okay, now consider the plane moving towards north. Okay, so the plane moving towards north. Okay, what is the speed? Speed equal to 1000 km per hour, and time equal to 1 and 1 by 2 hours. Is it 1 and 1 by 2 hours? Yes, 1 by 1 by 2 hours. That means actually 3 by 2 hours. So in 3 by 2 hours, how much distance the plane will cover? So OA is equal to the distance covered by the plane in 3 by 2 hours. Now can you tell me what will be the distance covered by the plane which is flying with 1000 km per hour velocity? Look, we know a formula that A is equal to Vt. B means the velocity and T means the time. So in that case, velocity equal to 1000 km and time equal to 3 by 2. So this kilometer is the distance covered by the plane towards the north. And consider the second plane. For the second plane, for the plane moving towards west. Okay, so its speed equal to 1200, time equal to same 3 by 2 hours. So its distance means OB covered by the plane in 3 by 2 hours, it will be somewhat forget it. It will be 1200 into 3 by 2. 1200 into 3 by 2. So OA is known, OB is known, and AOB is a right angle triangle. So now consider the triangle AOB and apply the Pythagoras theorem. So in the triangle AOB we have in triangle AOB, we have AB square is equal to OA square plus OB square. Now put the value. OA equal to this one, means 100 into 3 by 2 whole square plus 1200 into 3 by 2 whole square. Now just do the simple calculation. Just do simple calculation. So that will be 30. So 3, 4, 5, 6 into 9 by 2 plus 144, 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 into 9 by 4. Now from here, look, you can take 9 by 4 into 1 over 40. You can take this part common. 9 by 2 into 1 over 1, 2, 3, 40 common. So if you take 1 over 40 common, so it will be 100 plus 144. Okay, now add them. So that is 9 by 2 into 40 into, if you add it will be 2, 4, 4. It's not 9 by 2, it will be 9 by 4. 9 by 4. Okay, now cut it. Now just multiply it, that we have the answer. Multiplying this, we have the answer. Okay, now this is AB. So what is the value of AB? AB will be under root over of 9 into 1, 2, 3, 4 into 61. That means 300 root over of 61. This is the distance, that will be the distance between the plane A and plane B after 1.5 hour. Okay, now tell me, have you understood? Have you understood? Please reply first. Or is, if there is any problem, you can tell me. Yes. So as you are telling that we have completed question number up to question number 13 also. So very good. So now today we'll start from question number, means next question will be question number 14. Okay. So question, read the question once. Question number 14. So the perpendicular from A on the side BC of a triangle ABC. So let us consider a triangle ABC, any triangle. Let us consider a triangle ABC. This is A point, this is B point, and this is C point. And a perpendicular drawn from the point A to the BC is suppose AD. Such that BD equal to 3CD, such that BD equal to 3CD, given BD is equal to 3CD. What we have to prove? We have to prove this one, that 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus BC square. We have to prove this one. Now, how to prove this? Now look, it is given that AD is perpendicular to BC. Given that this, and AD is perpendicular to BC. That means this triangle ABD must be right angle triangle, isn't it? This triangle must be a right angle triangle. So consider this triangle and apply the Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle ABD, if we apply the Pythagoras theorem, then tell me what we can write. If we apply the Pythagoras theorem, here, then what we can write? Uh, the triangle is right angle at the point D. So apply the Pythagoras theorem quickly and tell me the answer. Let's see who can give me the first answer. Quickly. I can see 3% typing, but do it quickly. Actually, you're too slow. Okay, I am writing. Okay, so hypotenuse square means AB square will be equal to perpendicular means AD square plus base means BD square. Okay, Srijan Srivastava had written AB square equal to AD square plus BD square. Very good, very good. They are also correct. BD square plus AD square is equal to AB square. Very good. Ornella is also correct. Okay, so this is our equation number 1. Now consider that triangle ADC, and apply the Pythagoras theorem again, because this is also a right angle triangle. So in triangle, if we apply the Pythagoras theorem in the triangle ADC, so we have AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. This is our equation number 2, and from this is from Pythagoras theorem. From Pythagoras theorem in triangle ADC. Now do one thing, subtract these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2, subtract them. So minus, minus, minus. So subtracting them, we can see that AD square and minus AD square will cancel each other. That means we are getting AB square minus AC square is equal to BD square minus DC square. BD square minus DC square. Okay, we are getting this now. Now look, we have to do a small calculation here. I am doing it here. Now look, what is given that BD equal to 3 DC. BD equal to 3 DC. Now from here, can you write that BC is equal to BD plus DC? Tell me, can you write BC is equal to BD plus DC? Obviously we can write. Now in place of BD, put 3 CD. So BC equal to, in place of BD, we are putting 3 CD. So 3 CD plus CD. That means BC equal to 4 CD. BC equal to 4 CD. That means from here, what is the value of CD? This is actually BC by 4. So DC equal to BC by 4. DC equal to BC by 4. Similarly, we will find out the value of BD. So what is the value of BD? BD equal to 3 of DC. So that is 3 into BC by 4 whole square minus BC by 4 whole square. Now we just put BD as 3 into BC by 4 and DC equal to BC by 4. Now do the calculation, you will get your answer. Just do the calculation. So AB square minus AC square is equal to, that will be 9 BC square by 16 minus BC square by 16. That means AB square minus AC square is equal to 16 is the LCM, so that is 9 BC square minus BC square. So that will be 8 BC square. That means AB square minus AC square is equal to 8 BC square by 16. 8 2s are 16. Now multiply both sides by 2. Yes, I am repeating the last part. Okay. So that means 2AB square minus 2AC square is equal to BC square. Now just shift this term from left hand side to right hand side. That means 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus BC square, which is the proof. Now Srijan is saying that he has a problem in the last part. I think you have a problem in this part. Am I right, Srijan? Yes, I'm expecting that. Now look, actually what is given here? Given that BD is equal to 3CD and the diagram was like that. That was A, B, C and D. Now from the diagram, tell me that what is the sum of BD plus DC? Srijan, tell me, what is the sum of BD plus DC? Look at the diagram and tell me sum of BD and DC. Srijan Srivastava, I am expecting that you will answer me. BD plus DC. How it will be for BD plus DC? Look at the diagram. BD means this one, DC means this one. So what is the total value? Total value is BC. Total value is BC, isn't it? Total value is BC. Otherwise you can do one thing. Do you know the componendo dividendo formula? Okay, leave it here. So this is equal to BC. Or now look, it is given that BD equal to 3CD. So in place of this BD, put 3CD. So in place of BD, we are putting 3CD plus CD is equal to BC. That means 4CD is equal to BC. 4CD is equal to BC. So what is the value of CD? BC by 4. So we have plot BC by 4 in place of CD. And from here calculate the value of BD. So from here, what will be the value of BD? BD will be 3 into CD. And value of CD is already know, that is BC by 4. So in place of BD, we are putting 3 into BC by 4. 3 into BC by 4. Now, do you understand? But till if you have any problem, you can tell me. Anyone? Do you have any problem? Anyone, do you have any problem? Otherwise, we will move to the next question. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Question number now 15. Question number 15. Look at the question. In an equilateral triangle. Okay, so draw a equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means a triangle whose all sides are equal. So let this is an equilateral triangle A, B and C. So in an equilateral triangle ABC, D is a point on the side BC. So this is BC side. Take a point D. Take a point D on the side BC, such that BD equal to 1 by 3 BC. Such that BD equal to 1 by 3 BC. BD equal to 1 by 3 of BC. What we have to prove? We have to prove that 9 AD square is equal to 7 AB square. And if the triangle is an equilateral triangle, means all the sides are equal. Okay, how we can prove it? Now look, first join AD. And from the point A, draw a line perpendicular to BC and let the point is suppose P. Okay, so construction is draw AP perpendicular to BC. So this angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. Okay. Now consider this triangle. I think you can see the triangle. Consider this triangle and we'll apply the Pythagoras theorem one here. But before that, this two part is given. Before that, okay, so now here it is given that ABC is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means its all sides are equal. That means we can say that length of AB is equal to BC is equal to CA is equal to A. We are considering that this side is of A length, this side is also of B length, and this side is also of length C. A, not C, A. Now consider the triangle BABP. So in triangle ABP, what we can write if we apply the Pythagoras theorem? Can you tell me? If I apply the Pythagoras theorem here, so what we can write in the triangle ABP? Tell me. Can you see the triangle now? ABP. Apply the Pythagoras theorem. Yes, AB square equal to AD square plus AD square. No. Srijan, you have done a little mistake. AB square equal to AP square plus PB square. Okay, yes, yes. So we have AB square is equal to AP square plus PB square. Within the bracket, we'll write that from the triangle or applying Pythagoras theorem, in triangle ABP. Now consider this triangle APD. and again apply the Pythagoras theorem. So in the triangle APD, if we apply the Pythagoras theorem, so its hypotenuse is AD. So AD square will be equal to perpendicular AP square plus base DP square. From which triangle? From triangle ADP, applying Pythagoras theorem. Now tell me, up to this portion you have understood? Now just subtract them. So that will be minus, that will be minus, and that will be also minus. So AP square and AP square will cancel each other. So we have AB square minus AD square is equal to PB square minus DP square. Okay, almost we have completed. Now look, we know that ABC is a equilateral triangle, and if I draw a line from the vertex to the opposite side, means if I draw a perpendicular line from the vertex to the opposite side, then this line will bisect the base. Is it true? If I draw a perpendicular line from the vertex to the opposite side, so did it bisect the base? It is true or false? It is correct or not? Yes sir. That means look, this PB must be equal to A by 2. Total length is A. We have taken total length. This length is A, this length is A, this length is A. So total length is A. So length of PB must be A by 2. Actually the trick is here, main trick is here. So PB equal to A by 2. I hope you don't have any problem of writing PB equal to A by 2. And we'll calculate DP. Okay, now look, DP is equal to, now look, we can write DP is equal to BP minus BD. Tell me, can we write this one, DP equal to BP minus BD? Quickly write yes or no. We have already crossed our time. We'll solve this question, and can we write DP equal to this length equal to this length minus this length? Yes. Now what is BP? What is BP? BP equal to A by 2. Listen very carefully this portion. BP equal to A by 2. Total length is A, so BP will be A by 2. What is the length of BD? Now BD is equal to 1 by 3 of BC. BD equal to, look here, it is given BD equal to 1 by 3 of BC. So 1 by 3, and value of BC is again A. That means if we do the calculation, LCM is 6, so it will be 3A minus 2A, that means it will be A by 6. So DP equal to A by 6 and PB equal to A by 2. Put it here. PB equal to A by 2 whole square minus DP equal to A by 6 whole square. Tell me, up to this do you have any problem? Almost we have completed this one. Means just 2 or 3 line we have to. পাশের রুমটা বন্ধ করে দিয়েছেন নিশ্চয়ই কেউ? কিছু করেন না। তার কি টাইম চলে গেছে। অফ হয়ে মেসেজ দিচ্ছি।
Hello, student. Hello. Am I audible? Am I audible now? Hello. Am I audible or not? Hello, student. In the last class, that is yesterday, I have discussed about the asana.